All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit more about stuff in 1.2. Specifically, we're gonna talk about percentages. Okay, so what a percentage is? A percentage is it's a number or a ratio or a fraction expressed as a fraction over 100. Like the denominator is over 100, but it shows it in a percentage sign. So like 75% is actually like 75 over 100. Okay, which is actually 3/4. Right? 50% is 50 over 100, which is actually 1/2, right? Or 0.5. This would be 0.75. All right, so if you notice, to go from percentage to decimal, all you got to do is divide the percentage by 100, right? And that gives you your decimal. All right, so how can you easily use this type of stuff to figure things out quickly? All right, so say I got a pair of jeans. I'm going to draw my pair of jeans. That's a real bad pair of jeans. Let me round off this bottom here. Pair of jeans, okay? It's got like rips in the... These are designer jeans, so they got holes in the knees. You guys like, right? Designer jeans, and they're got a price tag on them for $137. They're designer jeans, okay? $137, okay? But it's marked off by 30%. It's on sale for 30% off. So how much does this cost? Okay, so let's do a railroad track. Unit analysis, railroad track. Okay, so you can also think about it like, okay, well, if it's off, if it's 30% off, okay, it's 30% off, how much of this are you actually paying, right? So if you have 100% minus 30%, you're actually paying 70%. Okay? I guess we don't need to do railroad track for this one. Might be a little too early for unit analysis yet. Maybe a little too early for unit analysis. Okay, so we're only going to pay 70% the original price if it's 30% off, right? They say it's a marketing strategy. They say 30% off instead of saying you only have to pay 70% of its initial price, right? It's easier to say 30% off. So you're only paying 70% of its initial price, all right? So you can do $137 times 70 over 100%, right? And everything on top, the percentages cancel out, and you could do something real lengthy like this. This is the actual math. 137 times 70 equals divided by 100, and these would be $95.90. I guess I did do a little bit of unit analysis there. Or you could do really easy and just be like, okay, this is $137, and I'm going to multiply that by 0.70, because 70 divided by 100 is 0.70. I'm just going to do this part first, okay? And that's what this part is, okay? It's the same. It's mathematically the same thing, right? And then I'll, of course, come out to times 137, the same thing, equals $95.90. That's mathematically equivalent. Okay, these two took different roads. We still got to the same answer. Okay, let's do it a different way. Okay, let's say that we had a student or worker A. We'll say worker A, and we have worker B. Worker B. It says A and B. And we'll say that worker A makes a salary every year of, say, $75,000 per year. Okay? Worker B, all we know is that he makes, or we'll just say worker B makes, we'll say 115% that of what worker A makes. Okay, so you just set it up the same way. $75,000 per year, right? And then you do 115% over 100%, right? That's our ratio. And then you do the math. You can do green part first, or you can multiply the top and then divide it by everything on the bottom, right, like we did before. Either way, if you do the green part first, you get 1.15, right? Oh, you can't see that. You get 1.15, right? Because 115 divided by 100, that's 111. 115 divided by 100 is 1.15, right? So that's the percentage, right? If you're above 100%, you gotta add the percentage, 15%, to the 100%, right? If you're taking something off, you gotta subtract it from 100% to figure out how much you're actually paying. That's the little difference, some little different things that go on here. Well, anyway, so to answer the question, let's do it both ways. All right, so 1.15 of $75,000 is, this person makes $86,250, right? And you can see if you do the same way, 75,000 times 115 equals that, divided by 100, it's the same dollar amount. Okay, two different ways to get there. All right, so that is percentage. It's a really it is a convenient way to compare things because it sets a standard denominator at 100%, right? And it takes that denominator, that fraction, and it puts it into an easily understood number system. Percentages: 75, 50, 100, 120%. You know, if it's greater than 100, it's bigger. If it's less than 100, it's smaller, right? So that's percentages. Okay, hope that makes a lot of sense.